Well, good evening everybody, and yet another production from Big John K, and Ron's with us again. Hello Ron.
Good evening everybody.
And I'm going to tell you all about, and you, I'm going to tell you all about the Dean Heritage, which is in the depths of the Forest of Dean, not far from Cinderford, and this goes back to probably I think it must be in the early 1990s I filmed this one. The Dean Heritage tries to replicate crafts and showing you the ways of living of the past in the Forest of Dean, which they're very proud of. This is a typical cottage that would be found in the forest, and believe it or not, Ron, Mum and Dad used to bring up, 14 odd children?
Yeah, big families.
Big families in those days.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately infant mortality in those days, I'm afraid, wasn't very good. I think they call it, what was it, the scattergun effect.
Yeah. Quantity, not quality.
Well, I wouldn't like to say that myself, but anyway, this is Mum and Dad's room, and there's the gazunder. Gazunder the bed. Because, all you had was a little shed down the garden, I think, in those days. Earth closets, was it?
Yeah, and I think they used to end up on the garden, didn't it?
Nothing was wasted.
No.
And of course, just fancy a nice cold, windy winter's evening. A cider mill. We often see cider. Well, this would in actual fact go into the cider press, but this crushes down the apples for the first extraction of the apple juice. Also, they try to preserve traditional breeds of pigs. They've got pigs, they've got goats, they've got sheep, and in a moment you'll see the beehives with the apiary. Old spotted pig. Also in the lean-to there is a selection of farm implements and farm equipment. A couple of very large old hay carts.
I wonder if that's what they call a Gloucester cart.
Oh right.
Because a lot of carts were named after the counties they were used in.
I see. It's an overshoot, is it? Watermill?
Overshoot watermill.
And
supposed to be more powerful than an undershot.
Yes. Well, I suppose it all depends on the weight that each of those pedals are actually carrying of the water to push it down. It's just unfortunate that it's only really there for show, as it wasn't connected to anything. Oh, look at the old mangle. Open cogs on it as well. Kids used to get your fingers caught in it. There's a washing barrel, stone sink. I fancy that on a Saturday evening, having a bath in that. There's the beehives. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's four modern type beehives there. They actually sell the produce of the farm in the shop in the Heritage. It's one of the hives, but they also do they've got there a couple of the traditional plaited straw plat hives, which unfortunately the only problem with those is to extract the honey. I'm afraid you've got to destroy the swarm.
Well, I don't know about the swarm. You do have to destroy the hive.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they'd probably extract the swarm out of it.
Well, could be, yes.
Yeah. You've only got to get the queen out, and then everybody will follow.
Ah, that's right. And then when they catch it, what do you say they catch them in?
In a skep.
A skep?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had...
That's straw again, made of straw.
Ah, right. They're sort of offering them a new home. Once you get the queen in, the rest will follow.
Yeah.
A beard of bees. You've seen that on the Guinness Book of Records and things like that. Oh, it's a beam engine. It was an original, but it's been restored. But as you can see here, they're driving it with an electric motor. They used to use the beam engines in the larger mines in the Forest of Dean, where they used to dig the coal, because they had the right, if you were born in the forest, apparently there was some old tradition that you had the right to basically dig wherever you like for coal. But Forest of Dean coal is very useful. A lot of the preservation steam engine societies buy their coal from there because it's a very soft coal. It produces quite a lot of soot, but very little clinker.
Yeah, I should imagine it's very similar to the Welsh steam coal that they use a lot of.
That's right.
Because it's so close to Wales, I don't...
Yes. Property... Oh, Forest of Dean, there we go. And there's all the bylaws. And there's the mill pond again. Looking out across it, and over the back is the actual forest itself. Some of the wildlife that used to be found in the forest have wolves. There's roebucks and deer, badgers. A scrawny looking badger. And over in one of the back exhibits, in one of the buildings over the back, they've actually got a live ant hill. It's under glass. You're okay, you're quite safe. And also the side of the building, they've got a beehive, and with the glass panel and subdued lighting, you can actually watch what goes on inside the hive. Forest of Dean keep out tree felling. This is a model of Sudeley, I think it is. Sudeley Foundry.
Yeah, it looks like they might have done some iron smelting there.
Yes. Oh, 1635.
Yeah.
I would think the watermill there is actually driving. Yeah, you can see the beams there of the hammers. It's a hammer mill for beating the iron.
Yeah. Yeah, that area must have been linked with the iron industry.
That's the sluice gates to regulate the height of the mill pond, which is fed from a stream. And there's a sluice gate, so we can keep a constant level. So when there wasn't a great deal of water around, they had a storage that they could work on to keep the watermill turning.
Yeah, I think you were saying earlier, John, about the charcoal. They do a lot of charcoal burning in that area, which would all point to the iron industry, wouldn't it?
Oh, they certainly do. We'll go up and have a look into the forest in a minute, and we can see where the charcoal burners have been. And again, the charcoal that they produce at the Heritage, and they do exhibitions of over a sort of a week's period of building up the pile for the charcoal, and they sell it by the bag for barbecues, which again you can buy them in the shop.
It's usually pretty good charcoal if you buy at those sort of places too.
Oh, it's all good stuff. A lot of these that you get, especially when you get down the bottom of the bag, there's a lot of old rubbish down there. Up the steps. Oh, future productions. Another thing they do is you can actually pay to do a pole lathe turning course. It's a 2-day course of, and they have a tutor there that shows you how to pole lathe turn. And this is green wood from the forest itself. So you take a chunk of wood, cut it to length, and then you turn it on the pole lathe. The original turning was chair legs. They used to turn them out by the thousands.
Yeah, I believe that's what they call bodging, isn't it?
Yes,
I
bodging.
won't go no further.
Bodgers. No, that's me. I'm a bodger. You're just in the back of my house. Oh dear. Stop it. Right. As I say, there's many walks. You can walk for miles. You can get lost in the forest as well if you're not careful. But yeah, they've got tables and chairs all made out of natural materials up there to have your picnics or sit down and have a rest. And there's also various sculptures made of, again, natural materials. And here we have a typical hut that they used to construct in the forest for when they're doing the charcoal burning. But looking at the clock, I think we're just about running out of time. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the Forester Dean, and there's the what's left of the last burn of charcoal. We missed it by about a fortnight, I think, unfortunately, and but they're just about ready to start for the next pile. There we are.
Yep, started.
That's
This is
started.
getting the stack ready to for the next one.
It's an absolute work of art. If you get it wrong, you end up with a big pile of ashes and no charcoal. Anyway, see you soon. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you later.
Yep.
Bye bye.
Bye.